guys, happy Friday. Welcome to the Design Exchange. This episode is actually being recorded on Friday and we are on a time
Yay!
crunch. And
Yes.
it's so funny because Melinda is actually in my office, but she's in the back warehouse and I'm up front. And excuse my mess, we've been working like crazy all week.
Yep. We
So,
have too. Oh
have
my
you?
gosh, it's been crazy. Yes,
I
it's been
know
absolutely nuts.
your work room has been going bonkers.
Oh my gosh, yes. And my little hands have been sewing away.
And we are actually getting ready to go install a
Yep.
um we're getting ready to go install
Some
something.
window treatments
Yeah. And
and a chair that I've been working on all week.
yeah. So um we are we've been very
Danny.
busy. So what do you want to talk about?
Well, I think Abigail told me that we should talk about the process of design because she said a lot of clients need to know what the process is like when you hire a designer and what do they need to expect from us?
Yes. It's always about setting expectations, and you always want to set your
Yes,
expectations for your clients because
exactly.
anything could go wrong, especially now during COVID. We are in the middle
Mm-hmm.
of pure and utter craziness, and things are
Yep.
coming in, things are going out. We don't know
Mm-hmm.
what's where and what's when,
Yep.
but it's just been absolute insanity.
Yeah.
And
So,
even our
and
receivers, they're
we
having the
can
same issue.
actually come off like we're crazy too to the client.
Well, we
Which
pretty
we
much
we have
are.
become. We have become crazy.
Yes.
You have to be crazy to deal with crazy. That's
I
why we get
speak,
along so well.
I know, I speak crazy fluently. I don't know about you. Um,
Right?
but yeah, you got the full lighting set up back there. I just threw this up
Yes.
and we're running late to an install, which we need to run out of here for. And then I'm going to come back and upload this.
That's
But
right. So talk
so,
about what is the first thing, Danny? What happens if someone contacts you by email or by phone?
so the first thing, we have a client intake form that I have detailed questions, and I always want to know 5 questions: who, what, where, when, why.
Yep.
Who is the client? What is the project? Where is the project? What is the timeline? And what are the goals that they want to accomplish?
And
And
6, what's the
six
budget?
is the budget. But you kind of find that out when you're at your first meeting. So
Right.
when you're at your first meeting, that's where you get all of this information. You're already
Right.
going to have who the client is, but you're going to be interviewing them. And then you're going to find out what it is that they want, determine
Right.
if they're just going to be a construction client, a remodel client, a furniture client, a styling client. It all depends on how that
Yep.
goes. So you
Yep.
always want to
So
find those things out, and that should be included in your new client intake form.
yeah. So basically, and a lot of designers call this the discovery call. So if you call my office, we are going to ask you actually we're going to pre-send you a email with lots of different questions about the project. What does your room look like? What kind of things you like? What is your
Do you
style?
have pets? Do you have kids?
Right,
How do you
right.
use the room?
Is there a person that
Your audio just went out, but check your audio. It just went out. Can you hear me, Melinda? Your audio went out, but who uses the room, who is in the room, whether you're going to need ADA compliance issues, stuff like that. So those are the main questions that you really want to ask for a client intake form. Your audio is still out down there, but my client intake forms are very, very, very in depth. Run an audio test over there, miss, and check your mute button. But we go through tons and tons of questions, and I just happen to have some of them sitting right here. Worst comes to worst, just switch your audio to computer audio over there. But when we are doing a client intake form, and I just happen, like I said, I happen to have this sitting here. Our main form, we have their name, address, city, state, email. How'd you find us? What are the areas of focus? What's the budget? What's the deadline? And then we get even deeper into what are the client's heights and weights? What are the client's favorite colors? What are the client's color aversions? What kind of seat preference do they like? How deep do they like their seating? How do they like their sofa to be soft or firm? What kind of materials don't they like? If we're doing a kitchen, we ask them about their kitchen preferences, how much they cook. And then we ask about storage needs and lighting preferences, lifestyle needs. But I have a whole thing that can go on and on. Childcare, pet care, weather considerations, all their entertaining needs, how big their family is, um, their master suite, what they want in their bedding, what they want out of a bedroom. Oh, she's rolling back in. Um, how blonde they want their hair, how often they dye their hair, so that tells us what kind of towels to get them. Um, best way to communicate, their hours of work, and whether they want a smart home or not. Are you able to hear me over there, Missy? Melinda, can you hear me? Melinda, can you hear me? We cannot hear you, so we're going to pause this real quick. We'll be right back.
Like your phone's getting a call or something.
Okay, get ready. Put that thing down. Start talking.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Oh, and now she's back. So I asked tons of questions to find out. I can really get to know my clients and get down into the depths of things and how they're going to go. So that's what I do with my process. Melinda, what do you do with your process?
Well, we do the discovery call, and that's when we talk to the client about, what kind of things they want done, prints and patterns they like or don't like. What's their current situation as far as colorways, style? What do they want to move to, or do they want to remodel? What is their pain, basically, with what they have? Because we get calls because people are finally like, I can't take it anymore. This
And
is
an initial
yeah.
initial consultations usually take about an hour.
Well, mine are
So-
about an hour and a half, but yeah. So
Yeah.
then what we do is do a site visit. We'll go to the home and do a consultation. And then from that point, we either just consult with the customer there, or we make a list of what kind of things are in the design process that they need me to do. And then I will go back to the office and write up a design contract.
Yes.
And the design contract has all of those heavy details in it. So
we went through meeting 1 where we've done our discovery meeting. Meeting 2 is where we present the contract and a generalization of our ideas.
Yep.
And then the third meeting, you're signing our contract. No, your third meeting, you've signed the contract. Your third meeting is when we present the ideas to you, and that's
Yep.
when we pull the trigger to get the project moving.
that's
So
right.
I have about 9 different stages of everything and how we go through them.
Yeah.
So it's
And
a
it
very
depends
detailed.
on the size of the project,
Yes.
so many times that, you may have 2 or 3 site visits just to get the design presentation put together. So you have to do
Exactly.
measurements in the home, like measure every wall, take a picture of every wall in the home, measure how tall the ceilings are, measure the windows for window treatments. We can do a full 3D rendering of the room like you are doing right now for a
Oh
client.
boy, I
Yeah,
love rendering, but God, it's so time consuming.
it is very, very hard. Now, a lot of these things on you'll see in the internet that are for homeowners are very basic. They have to understand that if you want extreme detailed drawings, that you are going to have to pay for that kind of service.
It's hard, they're
Because
not easy.
us, CAD drawings are very time consuming.
Yes.
So 2D, no big deal. We can pretty
That's
much,
easy.
and a lot of clients can do that on their own, actually.
Totally.
But they're not going to get our our expertise in
The
something.
years of mistakes that we made is what the clients are paying for. And we also
Exactly.
sell a lot of things below retail that are better quality, and
Mhm.
you're not going to have access to that on
Right.
your own.
Yeah.
So we do sell packages of ours,
Mhm.
and we also sell our plan. If you want to take the plan and try to execute it yourself and go shopping, I've done projects where I've done the floor plan and I've
Yep.
given them a list and like, here you go. If you want to go do whatever you want.
Get an
Um,
8x10 rug. Get a,
yeah, here's what you
you
need.
know.
But if you need anything, feel free to call us and we'll
Yes.
go from there.
That's right. That's right. So,
Yeah.
and a lot of times those people will end up calling me back going, okay, I tried this, but it's just too overwhelming. So I think a lot of clients realize when they start trying to, anytime you're trying to do this for yourself, it is so hard to do.
Yes.
Because
And you
even
don't,
for me to do my own home, it's hard. So
yeah,
it's easier for someone who is
same.
a stranger to come into your home and tell you what to do.
Yeah.
So, and it's just, if you can do it for
To
yourself,
work.
great, but you have to go through thousands of different things in order to do something that we could
There's so many
probably do
little
in an
details
hour.
that a lot of people don't realize.
That's right. That's
A lot
right.
of
So,
lots of little details.
yeah, and I was even, underestimating. We were making draperies, and it takes so much time to make a drapery, and I don't think people understand all the steps that go into that, or
Right.
all the steps that go into making a seat cushion, or all the steps. It's a tedious product process. So
Very, very
it
tedious.
is something that I'm very proud of when I'm done, because oh my gosh, I can't believe I can still do it. My 20-year-old or 20-year seamstress, she had retired at the end of December, so I'm back in the workroom doing all that myself, and it's been quite a process to relearn and it's like riding a bike though. Once I
It
got into
is.
it, I remember, but
So
yeah.
this episode, we're gonna have to cut a little short because me and Melinda actually have to go and install draperies right now. So
Woo!
we're very excited. I'm gonna try to come back here and get this posted for you guys tonight. And we're gonna be so excited because next week we are gonna have on the one and only Allison Eden. And
And
she's done
yes.
set design for Sex in the City. She's just an amazing woman. She's launching a textile line. She's from New York City. I love her. We met at Market and became best friends ever since.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get her on next week for next Friday. So sorry to cut this short, guys, but happy designing, and I hope we can help you out. Follow TDX Podcast on
Instagram.
Instagram.
Oh, iHeartRadio.
We're on iHeartRadio and everywhere else. But we'll talk soon.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.
Happy designing.